So the question is, how do you navigate that?
I mean, I feel like at our age, especially at our age, what Dre had the song "No New Friends." I think you gotta navigate, especially in business. Like me and you talked about, like you said, a marriage is technically like a business. Like when you in certain spaces, it should be
Mhm.
an exchange of what we can do for each other. Not that it has to be that, but if you're not an asset, you're a liability, bro. Straight up. Like I don't have room in my life. I don't have room in my life to add people that will be a liability. That's only pulling away from me. That's only giving, taking. Now, I'm I'm naturally a careless person, and I would give or help out but the minute people feel like they being used and abused, and especially if a person ain't grateful, dead, out of the cut off. So honestly, frat brothers, close family, you know what I'm saying, networking at work and stuff like that. Some of my vendors, we real cool. There's not really, I need you for this, you need me for this. It comes with the title, but outside of that, it's like, all right, we got to be cool people. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I find my people. But it's an energy thing, bro.
Even that, they mess with you because you're keeping money in their pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Or if I'm not putting money in their pocket, can we still go out? Can I still, what I'm saying, we still ride the jet skis? You know what I'm saying? We gonna go out, hang.
Yeah.
But I'm a transparent person, so everybody I deal with, like, you know what I'm saying, they know what it is. I ain't snaking. I don't really need nothing from, you know what I'm saying, you anyway. So I tread lightly when it comes to that type of stuff. And in life, people gonna cross you, people gonna show you their true colors, and you just gotta keep it moving. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. Yeah. Life has
So what
taught me a lot, man.
what you think gonna transpire from the story though? Like how you think it's gonna play out?
Um,
Cause didn't they take him into custody?
last I read on the story, they had took his passport, and so he's
I
still
mean,
in the
that might be
country.
in his favor though. Because he you feel me, he
Yeah,
own,
he
you know what
come.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
The bread, he taking care of the whole listen.
yeah.
Y'all gonna sit me down, put me in the best available suite y'all got. We still gonna, you know what I'm saying, treat it like it's a vacation. But I just be thinking like, what do people think gonna happen on the other side when you do heinous acts like this? Like
So
you think it's just gonna be
assuming
just assuming he did
assuming
it,
he did
what do
it.
you think gonna come from this? Like, you thought it was just gonna be you know what I'm saying? Just gonna get swept under the rug. Nobody was gonna care about a person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me. And then, the only other thing I would say is like people. I think the short fuses and like how people react without thinking and things like that. They just like loose cannons. They really don't understand consequences.
But the other aspect too is like people don't even think about the consequential aspect of things. I think when you read about homicide, suicide situations, that's
Yeah, it
somebody
just be
actually considering the consequences. Like, damn, I'm gonna sit in jail for the rest of my life for this. So they just take
yeah,
themselves out, unfortunately, right? So
yeah,
they commit the crime that they want to commit, and then they take themselves out right afterwards.
yeah,
So those are
yeah.
the two people that I truly believe seriously consider the consequences of it. But outside of that, I don't think people consider the consequences. And the other aspect too is news dies so quickly.
After 2 weeks, I read what they was
So
saying.
quickly.
Two weeks, bro. 2 weeks, something else gonna happen. We ain't gonna be talking about it. 2 weeks.
I mean, think about it like this, and it's been some time for this story, but think about George
Char-
Zimmerman, bro.
Think about Charlie Kirk. Ain't nobody talking about that no more.
Charlie
It, it,
Kirk,
it was a little bit and it died down. You know what I'm saying? George Zimmerman died down. George
George
Floyd,
Zimmerman with
like,
the Trayvon Martin. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like George
that was a
Zimmerman
that was a big
ain't no
story.
telling what he's doing right now with his life. You feel me?
Yeah,
George, like people, if people get away with certain things, it's just like it's best for them to kind of go off to the sunset. What was the other lady who killed her daughter, had her daughter in the trunk of the car or something like that?
oh yeah.
Uh,
That's the one. I remember that one too. Yeah, died down. You never
yeah,
heard. What
that,
they do little remakes of little shows. It'll come back up.
yeah,
What was the Gabby Petito or that story
yeah.
when
So
her and
that
the
story,
boyfriend went on like it's just, bruh, something gonna happen in 2 weeks.
yeah. I
Two
mean,
weeks.
once it dies down enough, they'll probably come out to tell their story for a bag. You know what I'm saying? Because the other aspect is like it's gonna be hard for you to go back to living your regular life. You feel me?
Hmm.
Like whatever company this dude was a part of is probably gonna take a hit. so it's gonna be hard to go back to living your life. But then again, if you get away with something like that, which I hope justice is found, whatever that
Hmm.
looks like, whether it looks like she actually committed suicide and the justice is in favor of him, or he killed her and justice is in favor of her. But I hope justice is found. But what I'm saying is, um, you're still gonna be able to sit in front of like a news broadcast station and get a bag for your part of the story. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so
for sure.
that's gonna keep them
They be
afloat.
thirsty for the negative side and the
Yeah,
positive
that's
side.
gonna keep them afloat.